What's going on, guys? Nick here. Today we are going to be installing this Mishimoto baffled oil catch can onto the BRZ. I do have a little bit of an oil blow-by problem that comes down into my intercooler, blows up, and touches my MAF. You guys haven't seen that in past videos. So we're going to do this on the car to catch a little bit of the oil blow-by that comes out of the PCV side. And then if I do enough research, I'd find out that I can vent this hose right here off to atmosphere with a filter on the end of it and plug the hole, and if that works, we'll do that as well. But this is going to do a lot for the car to prevent the oil blow-by problem that I've been having, so we're going to install this today. I'll show you how it's done. Okay, so this is everything that the kit comes with. This is the can itself. This is the bracket for the can that mounts to the strut bar. There are two hoses. The longer one goes from the engine block to the inside of the catch can, and this one goes from the outside to the intake manifold on the engine. It also comes with new hose clamps. It has the little valves that go into the can on the in and out side. And I also have this, since I have the Jackson Racing Supercharger, I need a high performance PCV valve. So I'm going to have to find a way to install that onto here as I did with the stock one. So I might have to cut it, get some little clamps for it, and put it on just to see if everything works out right. But yeah, that's the entire kit. The great thing about this kit is I believe that it is an OEM fit for all other catch cans that are OEM design. So it's going to bolt up right there and kind of hang into the front, right in front of right there. So it's going to hang there. I'm going to have to pull this PCV hose off the car and show you guys where it is. So it comes off the back of the manifold. It is this one. Comes there, goes down to the block right, it's really hard to see, but right there where that little nut is, that's where the PCV hose goes. So we're gonna pull that off and we are gonna get everything put together for the catch can and install it on the car. Okay, so this is the stock PCV hose with the performance PCV valve on it from Jackson Racing. The hose is a little bit smaller in diameter, but I believe that, okay, so the skinny side on here is the side that goes to the block, and the big side is the one that goes to the intake manifold. I believe that the new PCV valve that I have, if I use these clamps on it like I did on this one, should fit this absolutely no problem. Again, these are labeled. I'm not gonna be able to zoom on it to be able to see it, I don't think. But it says to manifold and points this way. So this end goes towards the manifold, this end goes towards the engine block when you install it. Don't forget that if you have one of these kits on your car, because you're gonna have a bad time if you install this the wrong way. Okay, so Mishimoto did an install video of this catch can on one of their YouTube videos, and I believe since then they've changed the design. So the original design had two mounting points on top of the catch can for the bracket. This one has three, and it looks like this one bolts to the driver's side and not the passenger side, because I'm having fitment issues putting it onto the passenger side. So I'm going to test fit this bracket and see how it fits compared to what they're saying on theirs. So this might be a different design, so the install on this one might be a little bit different. So I'll see what I can figure out, and then I'll come back to you. Okay, so to me it looks like the design has been changed since they did it a while ago. So basically you have to bolt it to the driver's side rather than the passenger side, because if you do it from the other side, the holes for mounting the can don't line up and put the valves in the front. So if you hold it up to here to mount it up, they come out even if you bolt it to that side of the car. So it's a little different from what they've said. So I mean, if you're installing one of these and you just got it, their install video might be a little bit different from what you're gonna run into with this one. So I found it bolts to the driver's side a lot better than it does to the passenger side. So I'm gonna be doing that. It puts the valves, well, the in and the out holes, out the front rather than like out the side, and then it doesn't line up and it looks stupid. So have that mounted up. The valves for the in and the out are pointed towards me. I just have to add the hoses now, and this install is complete. Oh, side note, and to get this to fit, I don't know if it has to do with them redesigning it or if it has to do with this strut bar that's on the car. I did have to add a few washers for space on the back of the bracket on this bolt so that it would stick out enough so that it didn't touch. There's just enough clearance. It sits straight, it sits level, So, like I said, I don't know if they sent the wrong kit or if Mishimoto redesigned it, but I got it to fit, and the install is almost done. I have the line from the manifold going to the can itself. The only thing I have to do is get the one that goes from this piece down here and goes up to the inside of the can. I do have to, however, install the high performance PCV valve from Jackson Racing like I have on my old hose. This is the old one, this is the new one. So it has to be a little spot that's cut right here. Install this and clamp it like it is here with these stupid devil clamps that I don't like at all. So we're gonna have to put that on here and then install this to the catch can, and then everything's all done. Okay, so if this doesn't show you why you need a catch can, I don't know what will. This is the one that was just taken off of the car, and if you get a good look at it, there is oil on both ends of it. Quite a decent amount. This is the new one. It's gonna be installed right here onto this hose. So you are getting oil blow by coming up through here. Like even on the end of this hose, you can see that there's a little bit of oil right there. There's some. So there is oil coming up through there. So having the catch can is going to benefit the car, and it's probably going to stop the problem that I've been having with the oil blow by mixing with condensation in my intercooler. Okay, this is what it looks like with the PCV valve completely installed. Now I have to take this hose over to the car, but we're gonna need a hose clamp. Come back over to the car. Before you put the hose on this end, put the hose clamp over the end of the hose so that you don't have to take it apart and put it back on, because that's a pain in the ass. So we're gonna bolt this down, well, not really bolt, but right there. That thing right there. We're gonna put that end down on that one, and then we're gonna go up here with it, put this clamp on the end of it, and then we are 100% done. Okay, it's all bolted up. We have the PCV valve brand new in there. We swapped it out from the original one that we've had on this kit since April of 2017. So we have a fresh one. Catch can's on. It's bolted properly to the AEM strut bar. We just needed to add a little bit of space behind the left bolt right there so that it would stick out far enough so that we didn't touch that bracket on the back. So everything fits nice. The only thing is it's definitely a redesigned kit from the other one, from the original, because it does not bolt to the passenger side properly. It'll point, these hoses would be pointing straight at us if we looked at it this way. So I had to put it on the driver's side now. And there's also, I said before, there's 3 mounting points up on here. The original kit that they have on their video is only 2. So I do believe this is an updated kit. So everything is 100% done here. Alright guys, that is how you install a Mishimoto baffled oil catch can on your 2013 Subaru BRZ Scion FRS or Toyota GT86. If you have any questions about the install, drop it down below. The install went smooth up until the point where we had to add a little bit of space behind the bracket so that it would space the oil catch can out far enough, and then figuring out that the kit is updated and it bolts now to the driver's side and not the passenger side. So once all that was figured out, mounting up the hoses and everything was super easy. So again, if you have any questions about the install, feel free to drop them in the comments below. Let me know what you think about this on the car, and I'll see over time if this catches enough oil blow by to be worth it on this car. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.